Hello, Pisces. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is doing good. I am Patty, and if it's your first time, I am an empath. I do intuitive tarot as well as intuitive coaching, spiritual coaching, life balance coaching, health coaching. I do a lot. But in the daytime, I'm a travel agent. So if you ever need travel, let me know. All right, so we're getting ready to do the energies for September 28th through October 4th. And there's a lot of energies that are playing into this, and I'll share as I go. But right now, we're trying to get the energies for the week through the oracles. And we are going to see what they have to give. So we have first card out is Deep Freeze. We're just going to go right into it. And then we'll see what happens from here. Deep Freeze is, it looks like it's frozen. It's never going to unthaw or go anywhere. It's actually a good thinking process. The number 8. It's a good thinking process. It does come unthawed, kind of thing. It is just sort of a slow period of time, a time to actually just isolate and think about things, which would be a good one for Mars right now, because the end of the month is a time for self-reflection, also too a time for prioritizing what is prioritizing for you, that kind of thing. So the deep freeze is about that kind of thought process as well. But as it shows here, if you can see the color in this, I got a window, so I don't know if it's coming in. The lion is actually a little bit darker than the ice. So he's still alive. He's just frozen for the moment. For the moment. That's the whole thing, is isolation for the moment. He's laying by water too, so there is life there in the water, but pretty much everything around him's frozen. All right. So let's see what other energies we have for this week. Oops, do I have these upside? I do. So we have flying, which is overseeing, and this would be going along with that, because it's sort of like overlooking and overseeing all the process or whatever's going on. Is this something I really want to do? Is this something that, should I actually land here? Should I go there? Should I go somewhere else? That kind of thing. So it's actually a time of you're actually flying and you're looking, but you're also observing. You're observing to see if this is actually a place where you want to plant your seed, or, where you want to land, what you want to do there. Also, is there any other energies for this week, please? Dry desert. Could you get any drier? Oh, geez. So dry desert. Again, same thing. Almost the same thing. All right. So we've got the dry desert. The one thing about the dry desert, okay, so you're looking at the deep freeze, and there is water there. There is still flowing water underneath. There's still water, or that stuff that is happening sort of under the ground. And on top of the ground, you see the cactus in the far back. Let's see if I can get closer. They're green as green can be, but where she's standing, it's dry. So we've got two things going on, and you're supposed to be analyzing and looking and seeing. So very good energies, actually, very good energies for the week. It's just a time to self-reflect, but it's also a time that whatever is lying underneath that you cannot see, that's where you need to be paying attention. Because for the cactus, there's water underneath somewhere, or where is it getting its water? Because cactuses are usually filled with water. It's nice and green. And then also, too, with this, the water's flowing underneath, but you can't see it. So these are the energies that they're giving me today. So let's see what's underlying in there that is maybe that you need to be thinking about, getting to the roots of whatever it is for this future week. Because now, okay, so remember that also too, during this last week of September on the 29th, and I mentioned this with all the signs, that we have 5 planets in one day in a quadrant, basically, and they're all in there, so you got energies bouncing off of each other. But it's very rare that this happens. It's called a stellium. It's usually 3 planets, maybe 4, but not 5. So and this is Virgo, so one's leaving Virgo, one's going into Virgo, but this is all in one day. So you've got a lot of energies. But again, Virgo is all about analyzing. Virgo is all about, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Okay, does 2 and 2 make 4? Or is, trying to figure it out. That's a Virgo. So, and that's what this is all about for this week for you. Oh, really? So the 7 of Wands. So you're having to stand your ground about something. You're either talking with people or they're talking with you and you're not agreeing. And this is going to be typical. So you sort of need to stand your ground. This is typical at the end. It doesn't surprise me at the end of the month, because it's a lot of conflict. Mars is conflict. So if you guys know what the retrograde is, I don't know who's watching, or if you're watching live, let me know in the comment section or the chat section if you've noticed any of these things happening because of the retrograde. There's more conflict, there's more bickering, there's more animosity, there's more anxiety, and there's more, sometimes violence. There's more violence. So is anybody feeling that? I'd love to know your comment. But this is what's happening. This is Mars. This is what's going on. So this would mean for me, whatever this is, integrity, morals, there's something questioning your integrity and morals, and you're starting to feel a little like, well, maybe I should change. Maybe I should not do that. And that, I hate when they tell me this. If you're dating and somebody's like, trying to make you feel bad for what you believe and what you, or get you to change, that's not good. That's not good. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So they wanted me to share that for somebody to resonate with, whoever is dating out there. So yeah, but this retrograde is going to give you all those crazy energies. So you have the Ace of Cups. So the heart, this is in the matter of the heart, of peace. So maybe something's actually being upheavaled in the matter of the heart, but there is an offering there. So let's see what else there's going to be. There's an offering, but with all the conflict, what kind of offering is it, is my question. Could be what do you call it, a facade. If you don't know what a facade is, something that looks like it's real but it's not. We do this a lot when we're dating. We put up a good front when behind that might be a person that's not so good. Or they say that they're, one way, that they love whatever you do. Like, I love horses. Oh yeah, I've ridden horses. I love horses. And then you get them to a horse and you're like, to be honest, I've never been on one. So why'd you say that? Because I wanted you to like me. I wanted you, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. I feel that kind of energy here. And this is where you're having to really think about and analyze, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to know this person? Do I really want to go into this, whatever it is? Do I really want to take that job? Do I really want to, So this is where you're at. 4, 2, 8. Oh, all evens. Evens. Stability. Looking for stability. 6 of Cups. Lots of cups here. Okay, so you're having some kerfuffles, maybe with kerfuffles, or The person that you're struggling with, and again, it's conflicting. It's like, I like them, but I really don't know if I should because we argue too much. That's what I heard. So this person on the Six of Cups is somebody that usually is either coming to you or somebody that you might be going to, that you know, some stability. Maybe there's a question of, for somebody, that they know each other, but somebody wants to start a relationship, but the other person's like, we've known each other for so long, I don't want to ruin a good thing, kind of thing. So there's that integrity struggle, that moral struggle. Should I not? And again, you're analyzing everything. But your heart's wanting to. I can feel that. Your heart is really wanting to, but don't do it for the wrong reasons. Do not do it for the wrong reasons. You're funny. What are those wrong reasons, Pat? Basically just going into it with not feeling like that partner will be yours for the rest of your life. Because a lot of the times you get hooked up, or you hook up, or you get a booty call or whatever. That's not a lifetime partner. And this little struggle, internal struggle, has to do with somebody that you know. Sometimes there's no turning back once you start something, but just be sure that this is something that you want. Yeah, so there's been some conflict. This concerns me because here we go. This is somebody's in a roller coaster. So first we go from arguing and standing your ground to being happy, at peace, and in love, or just liking each other. And then, the person's like, oh yeah, it's okay. I like you, you like me, blah, blah, blah. And then we go back to arguing again. There's like an ego in there, like arrogancy kind of thing. So, and what they're telling me is like somebody who keeps coming back saying, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm really sorry. And it's sort of like sorry has no meaning to it anymore, kind of thing, because if somebody can come back and say they're sorry about something, but why keep saying you're sorry if you keep doing it? That makes no sense. And the pattern doesn't break. It's sort of like abuse, Somebody gets abused, and then there's a whole cycle there. Then there's a little makeup and a romantic, and then there's a trigger, and then the trigger gets heavier, and then there's the fighting, and then there's the beating, and then there's the honeymoon, and then this is sort of like, that's what I'm feeling like. It's not saying that it's abuse, but it's that pattern of like, oh, here we go again, kind of thing. So we have the Page of Swords. Lots of swords here, lots of truth and communication. So the Page of Swords is going to be definitely looking back, but he's moving forward. So he does have some concerns. He does have concerns of the past. So somebody carries baggage into the future. So if you're carrying baggage into the future, stop it. You can't compare. You can't, whatever that is, you can't do that. Oh yeah. More swords. And we've got the 10 of Swords. Doesn't end well. And it ends fast. But here's the thing too. If it's going to end, you do want it to end fast, only because whatever this is needs to end fast. Whatever you're thinking about, you're going through, because I don't know what that is for you. It could be job. It could be a person. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member you're fighting with that's toxic. Get rid of them. Don't have to be around them just because they're family. If they're toxic, you don't want them in your life anyway. So this is a thinking process that you're going through this next week. Whether you've been going through it, now is the time to really analyze it, pick it apart, look at it, put it under a microscope. Is this really what I want to keep doing? I don't know who this is for. Oop, come on. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. It's like they're stuck for a minute. So we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. This is a different energy. This is a different energy. This is not the same energy. So whoever this is resonating with. So we have the King of Pentacles. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. Let's see if we can get that without getting all the foil in there. I love these cards, but the foil is really hard to get into the camera. So the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Oh, Lord, I cracked myself up. All right. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So the Knight is facing the King, and the King is all about knowing about career, knowing about money, finances. Again, this is a different energy. So money, finances, communication, and communicating that, maybe educating somebody on that, sharing that, how to create more money, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to save your money for somebody. So somebody might have a very loose pocket. Every time they get a nickel in it, they spend it, kind of thing. And so somebody is teaching that. Now that somebody is coming, they're coming sort of fast, but not really. Whether they're coming to you or you're going to them to educate them, to help them, to make sure things are working for them. Yeah, it looks somebody's going to somebody. So it's traveling. They're going to be traveling to this person, whoever it is. It just seems like that maybe they're also paying for this trip. This King of Pentacles actually, now whether it's a king or a queen, I mean, as far as masculine or feminine, I'm not quite sure here, but it's almost like, I don't even like to use this term, but it's like a knight in shining armor. There's somebody that is actually going to be leaving or going to a relationship. And because the reason why I think it's a relationship, because the Knight of Wands is also a very romantic, passionate knight. And so he's facing this king, but then also there is movement. There is some type of travel. So I think that either some masculine is going to come see you, or you're going to go see the masculine. I would say don't do that. Make the masculine come to you. If you're a woman and the man should always come to see you first. They should have the money to show they can take care of you. Yeah, I know some men that they wish they did, and it doesn't mean they have to be rich or they don't have to. But if you're going to get in a relationship, you want to get in the same stability financially with someone. You don't want to have to rescue someone, and you don't want to be rescued, because that's not healthy. That's a broken relationship. Because the reason why I bring this up is the Nine of Wands is next, which means there has been sort of a hardship, a hard time. There's been something going on that has caused you to feel like I'm the victim, or maybe, with the COVID, you've lost your job. Oregon's had these fires. People have lost their homes. They've lost everything, and maybe there's that knight in shining armor that's going to help out or help take care of you, or maybe you're going to them and they're paying the trip, or in that sense. Does that make sense to anybody out there? But really, in all reality, that's for somebody. It seems the energies I'm getting from this person is very kind, very giving, very understanding, very compassionate. Don't be afraid to just be yourself. They know that you've gone through a hard time. So whoever that's for, I do not know. But it's a very warm feeling. I'm not feeling any animosity, any danger, anything like that. So just go with caution, or allow them in to come with you with caution. All right. Wow. So there's a lot here. There is definitely the time to really analyze, think about things this week. For those who are standing their grounds on this roller coaster with somebody, this outcome that ends quickly, that's going to be up to you and the divine. It doesn't have to end. If you want it, if you don't mind it to keep going the way that it is, it doesn't have to end, but it does look like it's not healthy, put it that way, is the energy I'm getting, because it keeps a pattern of a roller coaster. That's the best way I can say it. The other energy is, a great energy. This is somebody coming to help, somebody to rescue, not rescue, I hate using that term, but somebody that is loving, caring, that is willing to assist in doing what they need to do. They're authoritative, they're kind, they're warm, and whoever that is for someone, it's a very, very good feeling. So on the new moon, this will be coming up, and everything will actually sort of come into play a little bit more, but the Mars retrograde is going till November. So if you haven't seen any of the retrograde videos, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be able to see the one that's coming up live on the 28th. Also share with your friends, let people know. You can ask questions. You always, if you see me live, you can always ask questions, and you can also just tell me where you're from. I love to know where you're from. But yeah, comment below. Let me know if you know of any changes because of the retrograde with the conflicts and all that kind of stuff. I would love to know that too. So Pisces, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you on the 5th if I don't see you on the Mars retrograde and new moon. Harvest moon. Harvest moon. All right, we'll talk to you later. Love you guys.